Hey everybody, it's Mary Gardner, and today we're going to talk about how to get a speaker bureau to notice you. Now, if you are an up-and-coming speaker, or if you're a longtime speaker, you know that there are agencies and there are bureaus, and the agencies oftentimes have exclusive speakers that are celebrity-driven. Meeting planners are asking about them, and what happens is there's really a lot of competition between the agencies to get the top people that are coming out of a White House, or somebody on a has a best-selling book, or maybe they're on a TV talk show, or maybe a movie is being made about somebody that's a big hit. That person would be really hot, or it's a TikTok star that's really the flavor of the day. And so these big agencies will go after them, they'll sign contracts with them, and then they're obligated to provide either that amount of those amount of dates, like 50 a year, or that amount of money. And so it's an arrangement, a business contract. And so the bureaus then are all over the country, and they may be stimulated from a speaker who started their own agency and then realized that they had a relationship with the meeting planners, and oh, hey, I've got another speaker to book, and we got another and another. So oftentimes those are the no-name speakers that are really great. They're fantastic speakers. They have ability. Maybe they've got books and things like that, and they can do training, but they don't have that celebrity status. So if you want to be a celebrity, you've got to be on TV, or you've got to have recognition. You've got to climb Mount Everest. You've got to do something really big. And then that's how you get interested, or the bureaus or the agencies get interested in you. Now, I want to just talk a little bit about how to get noticed by the bureaus. They get thousands and thousands and thousands of requests. And so if you're just a run of a mill and you're just sending stuff to them, it's going in chapter 13, file 13, you're not being noticed. So how do you get noticed by these agencies that might be able to book you? Well, the first thing I'm going to say is that it is a relationship. And so just because you send something either to an agency or a bureau and you think, oh, I have a contact there, big deal. If you don't have a relationship, that's what matters. And all of the agents that are working at that company book different speakers. So it's an individual kind of thing. They may take on collectively a big name, and then everybody is responsible to book them. But on occasion, they will book and find other speakers that each one of the agents like. And keep in mind, there are college agents and there are corporate agents or association agents. So you've got to make sure that you know who is the agent in the company, or are they working in the demographic that you want to serve? So it is a relationship. So you want to make sure, one is to keep them abreast of all the topics that you're speaking on. Now, if you are a communication person, or maybe you're speaking about immigration, or maybe you're speaking about terrorism, then you want to keep the agents up to date so they have knowledge about your topic, and also make sure that you're always bringing value to them. And so if you are doing videos and you're showing things on TikTok, or you're showing your social media, interesting things about that topic, make sure that the agent knows it as well. Keep them on your mailing list. And so that would be the thing to do. Go see them at conferences. And if you know that there are meeting planner conferences that they will be at, then make an appearance, make an appointment, or at least go by their booth and say hello, drop them off a gift or something like that to be memorable. And then that's what starts the relationship. And so again, the relationship is not just, here's my material, I want you to book me. The relationship is, oh, I found you on LinkedIn. You look interesting. Oh, you went to University of Oklahoma. That's so interesting. Oh, you went to a concert last week. That was interesting. Or it's your birthday. Let me celebrate your birthday. Or it's Christmas or Hanukkah, and let me celebrate by sending you a little gift. So a relationship takes time. It's over time. And as long as you are bringing value on a continual basis, and then you're keeping them up to date on things that you do, it's not their job to know what you're up to. It's your job to be marketing to them. And then lastly, if you can get in and to have an appointment with the agency or the bureau and bring them value. And if you have something that can serve them, can you do a training for them? Keep in mind, they're in sales. They're wanting to make money. They want to make a high level commission. If you do a job for them and they see that you are a professional, you bring value, and you're unwavering support of them, they're going to see you as a top level person. So again, develop that relationship, bring value when you can, keep them up to date on everything you're doing, and go out and do something big, because after all, everybody deserves to have a phenomenal speaker who can not only wow the audience, but they're doing big things in the world. They're inspirational and they're professional every single time they show up. And when you're like that, the meeting planners will talk about you and they will ask the agencies, hey, can you go book that person? I've heard they're really awesome. All right, guys, hope this is helpful. I look forward to seeing you next time. If you have any topics, let me know. And be sure to check out my website, 𝗕𝗨𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗞𝗄𝗥, to hear about our next Storycraft Summit. All right, guys, God bless. Take care.